What up to all my fellow TIs out there and non TIs? Hope you're having a good, marvelous manifestation Monday. It's Corey TI here. So we gotta just take it one step at a time, day by day, no matter how hard I know a lot of yous out there might be dealing with it a lot worse than I am. I spoke to one of my followers last night, YouTube subscribers, and I'm not going to mention the person's name. I mean, she could, comment and put herself out there if she chooses to. But yeah, she's getting it hard, man, with the directed energy weapons and the EMF weapons from her neighbors. They're pure evil. They want her gone. And it's really sad, and I wish her nothing but the best. And hopefully God, eradicates those evil bastards and then brings nothing but peace and joy into her life, and then it stops abusing her with these dudes, man. Because these people that are doing this to them and everybody, a lot of yous out there, they're evil. That they've done to us, everything, myself included. They're pure evil. Even your own families, if they're involved in it, like mine is, they're evil. They worship the devil. They worship Satan. Because nobody in their right mind, even if it's justified, even if maybe if they think it's justified, everybody deserves due process, with the things that they set me up for, the traps of crimes or whatever. I got no due process. I've been set up from 10 different ways Sunday, like I said last time, and many times in these videos I've done. It's pure evil. They know their days are numbered, so they got to take as many people as possible. If you're a whistleblower like I am, I'm proud to be a whistleblower. I'm not going to shut up to the day I'm gone, or God forbid. Each and every, I feel weak. My health isn't so good, but when I go, like I did, not to, this is a TMI, we use the bathroom, go number 2, I feel a little bit better. But because I'm diabetic and they, probably infected me with the deadly, thing, 2020 thing, with an infected needle, and I probably have autoimmune diseases and stuff like that because of what they done to me with the nanotech chip. These people are evil. They want you gone. They want me gone. But we're still in the fight. We're still here. In the present moment, we're here, and we're giving a big to them. You know what I mean? I gotta be careful because they censor and all this and stuff. These people are evil. So we have to make the best of it. That's why I call it Manifestation Mondays. Motivation Mondays. Try to focus on stuff that's positive. If you want, start a YouTube channel. Get your story out there. Talk about it. There's a whole community out there. It doesn't matter if they think you're crazy. It doesn't matter if they don't believe your story. Just like my man Kevin at End the War on Narcissism. It's good to have them on your side if they believe you and they don't think you're crazy and that you show them proof. But even if they don't, it doesn't make a difference. It's not going to stop the gang stalking, the harassment. It's good to have a support system. But when they're involved in it, that just makes it worse. And they lie to your face like, no, we don't think you're a pedophile, and all this and that, which I'm not, or that you may not be, but part of the smear campaign, they're involved in it. Your family's involved in it 9 times out of 10, like mine is, and they're bold-faced lying to your fucking face about it. We're on some bullshit, under some bullshit NDA, which is illegal to begin with. But it's okay. Karma will come back with that full 360 whiplash and really take them out. But like I said in other videos, I'm going to try to connect with Mind Nexus, Jesse Beltran, who does the scanning for the nanotech chip, and that's the smoking gun, and then that will lead to me getting justice, hopefully, if I'm still alive, which every day I give thanks to God. And I did a prayer thing last night with a fellow targeted individual. I forgot his name, but I'll give him a shout out later if I go and look up what his name is. He was on a podcast with Shannon. But anyways, Shannon something, I forgot her last name too. She's a targeted individual. Shout out to you, Shannon, if you know who you are. But yeah, I just figured I'd come on here. I hope you guys are having a good day, making the best of it, staying in the strong faith of God. Because God, chose us for this reason to go through this. He chose us. This didn't happen for no reason. Imagine if your family that are involved in this and other people, so-called friends, co-workers, people in the neighborhood that are doing this to you, imagine if it happened to them. They would probably off themselves right off the bat. They wouldn't be able to handle it. They're weak-minded. They're PUSSIESs. They're cowards. They're wimps. That's why they got to do this shit to you. They're doing it for the money, monetary gain. They're evil. So I wish you guys all the best. Try to stay positive. Try to start a YouTube channel. Get creative, man. Turn this into a creative thing. They don't want you to embrace and discover your natural talents and gifts. Like I said in the previous video, they don't want that. Why do you think I told you at UCI hospital where they were torturing me to death with the nanotech chip, committing those Nuremberg crimes, that they asked me if I had any natural gifts and talents? That's what they're after, your pineal gland, your natural gifts and talents. Your instinct, your intuition. That's what they're after, these evil scumbags. And they're going to pay the ultimate price for it. I can almost guarantee you guys that. Anyways, I'm here. I'm outside with Stella. Just getting some fresh air. Doing what a dog loves to do. I'm out. Peace. Guys, have a good one.